What's up, guys? Jason from the Minto Show. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being a subscriber. All right, guys, big weekend. It's 4th of July weekend. It's actually Thursday, July 3rd. I've barely gotten out of my work clothes, still have my pants on. I'm just so excited to get started. But yeah, we're gonna do a lot of bike riding over the weekend because we always just, go see fireworks in Lewis, Delaware, and then Rehoboth, Delaware. So, and it's a lot of riding at night. So I have to fix Sherilyn's bike. Her tail light's out. The wire broke. We gotta fix that. I gotta make sure all the other lights we use are charged and ready to go because we want to be safe and we want to be legal. So we're gonna get that done. But just kind of wanted to catch up. I haven't talked to you guys probably like a week. We did the wheel bearings and the Illuma. But yeah, we went, I have some B-roll here, but we went to see the Savannah Bananas play in D.C. at the Washington Nationals Stadium. This was kind of like my wife's bucket list. She wanted to see the Savannah Bananas play. It was a great time. It was kind of like karaoke, a concert, and baseball, kind of like all wrapped up into one. It's pretty wild. They played some different rules, but it's extremely entertaining. It's kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters, like baseball, I guess. But I think one of the coolest things that they do is that when they play baseball, if there's a foul ball and a fan catches it, it's an out. I thought that was the coolest thing because it really gets the crowd into it because it's like a big deal. Like everybody was cheering like crazy when they caught a ball. So I love that. We had a blast. What was funny is that how I got the tickets, it was really wild because the tickets were all free. But I signed up for their lottery ticket system it was like in the fall, but I actually wanted to get tickets to see them actually in Savannah, Georgia, like their actual home, their home field. But their system glitched and they let a bunch of people in that weren't allowed to be in there, but they felt bad and they gave a lot of people free tickets of their choosing to any ballpark. So I picked that weekend and at the Washington Nationals. I think this weekend they're up in Philly. But so yeah, it was great. And then it was crazy. We were at a parking garage. Should have got video of it. It was just wild. It was like a block away from the stadium, and I could not get the machine to work. Put my ticket in, put my card. It kept saying card reader error. I got like 5 cars behind me. Nobody was beeping. Everybody was kind of cool, chilling. But I couldn't get the machine to work, so I just kept hitting the help button. And eventually the thing just opened up. So I never got charged to park. I'm not sure what happened with the system, but it glitched out. But oh no, it was a great time. We had a blast at that stadium. I'm pretty sure it was completely sold out. I saw Philly. I think they're also sold out both days. So crazy. If you guys are into baseball, check out the Savannah Bananas. I still like to see them down in Savannah, Georgia. I think that's another bucket list item to see them there play live. But yeah, so that's what's been going on. It's crazy hot. It's supposed to be beautiful all weekend. So I'll try to bring you guys along as much as possible. Probably hit the beach, do some bike riding. We have 2 farmers markets we gotta get through, 2 nights of fireworks. Probably split some wood, and just enjoy the weekend. So let's get the bikes out. We definitely gotta work on Sherilyn's and fix this wire. So here we go. All right, you guys know I keep all the bikes up high here on this pulley system. Let me get it straight here. I'll start bringing her down. I got such tall ceilings here, it just made sense to kind of use the ceiling. I got like 16-foot ceilings here in this pole building. All right, guys, so this is Sherilyn's. This is her Cannondale. It's Adventure. It's the EQ, size small. But we got this for her a few years back. It's been a great bike. She just loves it. But what's really cool about the bike, it's not electric. It's all manual pedal. But what's cool is that in the hub, there's an electric motor in the hub. So as the wheel spins, the light turns on in the front. And then in the back, it also has a really nice, cool looking tail light. So pretty much they both, are on all the time, daytime, nighttime. they're just always running as long as the bike is moving. So we haven't made the jump to electric bikes. I definitely am interested in them. So yeah, I would love to try. We could try, you know, we could both get them and try them out, see if we really do like them, invest in them. But for like good electric bikes with like the Bosch motors, because that's kind of like the big deal with some of these bikes. See them, like, they're kind of cheaper and like economical price, but the components in there are just like Cannondale, they use like Bosch motors. Bosch motors are supposed to be the best motors for electric bikes, but they are not cheap. I mean, they're thousands of dollars for a bike, as much as you could probably get for like a used car. So they've gotten kind of out of hand, I think. But I just think bicycles are going to get more and more and more expensive. I think you're talking about like anti-lock brakes, and probably like regenerative braking on them to charge batteries, turn signals. Like, I think they're just going to get more and more just technologically advanced. So we'll see. We'll see. We just keep manually doing them, or I'm sure as we get older, it'd be nice to get some electric ones. But so here's what's going on. So in the front, there's a wire. I guess everything pretty much runs, the back light and the front light. I guess pretty much the wire comes up here, goes in the front light. This wire here also goes to the back light. So what it did, it's really hard probably to tell, but it snapped off right when it goes into the light there. So I'm hoping I'll cut back this wire here right there, and then I'm going to try to solder it. That might work. There's not a lot of wire hanging out of the back of there, but we'll give it a try. All right, guys, so I took the light actually off the mount here, but I'm not sure if you guys can kind of see that. It's busted off right here. But I was kind of looking in here, kind of wondering if this little plate pops off in here, because it looks like it's accessible. So I'm gonna see if I can, I'm not sure if I can get in there and take a look and see what's going on. This whole, it actually just might be a connector, I'm thinking. You know, like it plugs into the light, I'm thinking. That's a great question on how to get that out of there. Well, there we go, guys. I was able to get the plug off there. So that's just really what it is, a little plug. And here is the end of it. So we should just be able to cut this. So I'm sure we have some extra cable length in here we could mess with. If you guys want to know what kind of light this is a, I guess, Brio, B-R-I-O. It's by the Spanning Company, S-P-A-N-N-I-N-G-A, Spanninga. So it's, I guess it's 6 volt, 2.4 watts. And it does have an on-off button on the back, I guess, if you want to turn it off completely. But that's that. So I think what I'm going to do, I have plenty of wire here, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. And we're just going to make it, we'll cut the wire back, and we'll just make new connectors in here. And that shouldn't be that hard at all. All right, guys, now I have it cut off. I'm just going to take off this shield, because we're going to have to cut this down a little bit. This is just like a rubber shield on these wires. So we'll just have to cut that down maybe an inch, and then we'll just pull these two wires apart. We'll go ahead and strip those, pull them apart a little bit, and we'll get those stripped. We'll cut this down. All right, guys, so we went ahead and used our wire strippers here, and then we stripped the bare wire, and now we can then put it on that little connector. All right, guys, now we have the wires all stripped. I'm going to run them right back through this hose, little protector hose that I end up trimming down a little bit. So hopefully this is about the right length. Oh, yeah. So now we have the hose on there and our two metal ends. Fold that over. All right. So there we go. You guys can see that. The connector connected with the wire going through and up and around it. So now that is just going to go right into this little plug here. And I'm going to flip it this way. I'm hoping that's going to do the job here. Okay. All right, that is pushed in all the way. So now we just have to, we'll spin the tire and make sure there's light coming out of both the front and the back. All right, front's working. All right, I'm gonna move you guys to the back and we'll see if the back light comes on while I spin the front tire. And then we'll know we did it correctly. And there we go. That looks red. Very flashing a little bit. As the tire kind of stops, it kind of flutters, right? Okay. All right, guys. Well, that was a super quick fix. I'm glad I didn't have to like solder any wires. I'm glad that connector it came off easy. So let's line this up for her. All right, guys, so there we go. Got Charlene's bike all ready to go. We got it fixed, ready for some night riding. So there we go. So, all right, guys. So I'll bring you guys along for the phenomenal July weekend. Hope you guys have plans. Hope you're out there getting after it, having fun, seeing friends, family, you know, doing what you love to do. But, you know, I was thinking next year will be 250th anniversary for the United States of America. So might have to go big next year. Might have to try to figure out. I swore I heard that the federal government was going to have kind of like a month-long celebration or like a year-long celebration all throughout the United States. I don't know if that's true or not. I have not heard a lot about it. But yeah, let me know if you heard anything, or I might have to Google that and see, you know, what kind of events they have planned for next year. But I bet next year they're going to go big for the United States. So, so more to come with that. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your subscriber. See you next one. Bye, guys.